Hello, hello. Um, the link to the original is on the description. If you can open in a new tab and let it play and give it a like to help the original creator, would be very nice. If you like my video, please give a like, comment something, and maybe subscribe. I don't know. I have watched one video of this channel. I think it was probably the first of this summer car thing. And at the beginning I thought it would be about rally races, but it was more about mounting the car, making the car from scrap from the beginning. So it seemed kind of difficult and kind of hassle to play, but it's made for a fun video and it had some really nice moments. Let's go. Getting killed even more in my summer car.
Hello
Oh
again.
shit.
Welcome back to Finland. In
Yeah,
the last
it
video,
was on
we experienced
Finland.
the many wonders of Finnish culture. Building a rally car, getting very intoxicated, tractor driving, bug, dying of dehydration, hydraulic press channel, dying for pissing on the TV, dying from giant wasps, getting into a bus,
Died
having
of
the bus
shock.
collide with another car.
PC on TV. Oh, I made a mistake. And there was this bug in the bus.
Channel, dying for pissing on the TV, dying from giant wasps, getting into a bus, having the bus collide with another car head-on, getting stuck, reverting your progress, hopping on a motorbike and dying from a rally car smashing into you at 150 kilometers an hour. You know, normal Finnish stuff. Last video we died a lot of times and made zero progress because every time I died I had to start over.
He made the car start work for some time, but he couldn't do too much because it started making noises and it started stop working.
From the beginning. In this video, I've disabled permadeath. Trust me, this was a good idea. Today, we're going to actually build up our rally car and, with some luck, win the rally.
Nice.
Death will not stop us. But it'll
What a
definitely
shock
get in the way.
achievement. There is
So,
achievement to
begin.
dying by shock.
We began back at home, with the car ready for assembly. I got the wheels from the wasp-infested mansion, and the car was built. To get the car running, I had to buy a few more things from town. Of course, the only vehicle I had access to was the slow, not fun, very boring tractor.
the tractor?
Normally getting to town
Okay.
would take it about 15 minutes.
Triple
However,
as high.
I got into town significantly faster because of this.
Ooh, oh shit. And he's dead.
The train. Disabling permadeath was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Because if I had to build the car again,
Yeah, it
things would
would
have
be.
gone down very differently.
It would take too much time to be making for it would make a I forgot the word. A not really good gameplay, I guess. Not really good time.
I woke up in the graveyard in town, bought the battery I needed, and pondered how to get home. Our best option was getting a ride from the guy in the green car. My cousin, Pena.
Oh, it works.
This is a man that has nothing better to do than drive along the dirt road at ridiculous speeds, 24 hours a day, one hand on the wheel, and the other on the vodka. Definitely someone I'd like to climb into a car with. Now, if you were being driven home by a raging alcoholic, do you think swearing at him would be a good idea?
No.
Shortly after giving him the finger, he stomped the gas,
What?
accelerated to a very high speed, launched the car at 100
Holy
kilometers an
shit.
hour directly
They're
into
gonna
a
die.
tree,
Ooh.
and we both died. Maybe swearing at him was not such a good idea. So this time, I let him drive me home at a much more reasonable 60 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
But you know what can go a lot faster than 60 kilometers an hour? The F-14 Tomcat from today's sponsor, War Hunter. I mean War Thunder. That's right, players. The most comprehensive vehicle combat game
I
ever
never
created.
played War
2,000
Thunder.
vehicles, tanks, aircraft, helicopters, and... Oh no. Combined arms warfare. What does that even mean? I have no idea. It's either multiple modes of combat within the same battle space or something to do with Siamese twins. Every single vehicle
What
is
the
detailed.
fuck is-
It's either multiple modes of combat within the same battle space or something to do with
This
Siamese.
fight. Two guys in the same shirt. Siamese? Ah, Siamese twins fight. What the fuck?
Every single vehicle is detailed and modeled down to the smallest detail. Health bars? No. You fool. You idiot. You moron. Every component is deeply modded. Oh no, my track has been shot. Oh no, my turret can't rotate. Oh no. I'm dead. War Hunter, War Thunder offers the most immersive possible combat experience. And guess what? It's free. Play it now on PC, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, or any previous generation console. War Hunter, War Thunder spans over 100 years of vehicle warfare. Biplanes, gunships, whatever the hell this thing is. Wait, you don't have a joystick to fly the F-14 Tomcat?
Holy shit!
You can fly with a mouse. My favorite thing about War Hunter,
our whole joystick and let me see the name. Joystick and cadeira em inglês and
chair.
a chair. I don't know why I forgot the name of how to say chair. Sometimes I just forget words out of nowhere.
Is the
A
homemade
homemade chair to play the game.
Play War Thunder now on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the description, and you'll get a bunch of free stuff, multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and much, much more. What are you waiting for? Download today and fly a $50 million jet directly into the ground.
Holy shit.
Anyway,
okay.
we were not in fact in an F-14 Tomcat, but in Pennan's green car. I stopped him at the side of the tractor and hopped out to survey the damage.
Is the game
to make a very long, painful story short, this tractor is a fucking bastard. Okay. The very next thing I did was disconnect the tractor from the trailer, which was a terrible mistake.
Can you dismount and mount again, like you do with the car?
I fetched the bike back from home and used it to unflip the tractor with about 10 minutes of finagling.
Ooh, nice.
Now from here you'd think things would be easy, right? I could just simply use the tractor to flip over the trailer and then drive off. Nope. First, I tried lifting the trailer with the fork loader. It didn't work. Shit!
Bro.
I unflipped the tractor again. Yes! And tried ramming it.
Yeah, now I almost got it.
It didn't work. Stop! No! Oh my god! Another 10 minutes of finagling with the bike, and the tractor was unflipped again. What? This time, I took things a bit slower, did some maneuvering with the fork loader, and finally got the trailer flipped the right way around. And the tractor flipped over again.
Oh man.
No! Another flip of the tractor, and another attempt. I got the trailer completely flat with the help of the tractor, and tried bumping it with a beer case to help get the wheels unstuck.
What? And it's on the side again. Oh!
What? 40 minutes of the same bullshit happening over and over.
40 minutes?
I get the trailer flat to the ground, it
no.
would spring itself back into position, and I'd be back at square one. I couldn't take it. It was time to cheat. I went back home, saved the game, installed the Grab Anything mod, and went back to the scene of the crime. It turns out this was actually a great idea. When I picked up the trailer, it behaved normally. But when I let it go, it did this.
It's gonna fly. Ooh.
When I disconnected the trailer at the very beginning, it locked it into that orientation at that position, so when I tried to move it, it would force itself back. The only way to unlock it would be to attach it to the tractor, which was not possible with the trailer on its side. So to fix it, I grabbed the trailer, oriented it the right way round, and stuck it to the tractor.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Finally.
It worked. Back home, it was time to continue building the Satsuma,
Bro.
which I'd managed to get running only for one of its pistons to commit die and fire itself out of the engine.
And the
I replaced the piston
motherfucker
and
works
head
for
gasket,
some
fired
time
up the
and
car
then
again, and took her for another test drive.
working again.
Oh no.
Ooh, fire.
Well, shit. Turns out the piston firing itself out of the engine also destroyed the oil pan, and the engine had no oil in it. No oil is bad. I didn't know that the oil pan had a hole in it. All I had done was check the dipstick, which read no oil, so I tried adding an entire bottle of motor oil, which went through the engine and out of the pan onto the floor. Well done. After fixing the oil pan and adding another bottle of motor oil, the car did indeed work just fine. The car worked, but my feeble little brain did not. To test the car, I decided against driving it and instead just revved the engine a bit. Enough to get the water in the radiator hot enough to where it exploded.
Something is gonna
go
wrong.
Me, being a bit of an idiot and wanting to get a better look, switched off the engine and unscrewed the cap, which, let me remind you, had a bunch of superheated steam underneath it.
Ooh, another death.
Yep.
He
I'm a fucking
He
idiot.
just got
Now,
blind.
the car could run, which is all great, but if I wanted to win the rally race in this thing, I would need to substantially
has to go
upgrade it.
fast.
Better tires, better wheels, a better
Yeah.
engine, better exhaust, proper racing seats, nitrous, the list goes on. To get these upgrades, we would need money.
And
Lots
how
and lots.
can you
of
work
money.
on this game?
And me?
I still did not see
Well, I was broke.
him working.
In my summer car, there are a lot of ways of
Ooh,
making money.
nice.
Everything from chopping and delivering firewood to putting
Okay.
ads in people's letterboxes to illegally brewing sugar wine and selling it to the local alcohol.
What
One
the
of the best
fuck?
jobs you can do is finding junk cars by the side of the road and towing them back to the repair shop. The first bit of junk I found was this bucket thing. The day I chose to do this wasn't exactly ideal. Saturday. The rally would be on, and cars would be flying down the dirt road every few minutes. That, however, was not the issue.
I was
The issue
hit by
was
a
these
crazy
guys
car.
standing by the road to watch the rally.
You think of
And my less than optimal driving.
Ooh, holy shit.
Unbeknownst to me,
But
this
I don't
action
think.
had sealed my fate.
Oh?
Since it was
There
Saturday,
is
the shop
consequence?
wasn't even open.
I
so
was
left the
going to
junk
say
there
that I
and
don't
drove the
think
rest
there
of the
is
way home on the
consequence,
dirt
but
track, where every few minutes an idiot rally
let's see
driver
what's
would
gonna
smash
happen.
into me
What's
at
gonna
incredible
happen?
speed.
And another bugged
Back
car.
home, I sleep. Today was going to be good.
The sounds
Today
of
was
this
going to
game.
be productive. Today I was going to get the back.
Oh, there is consequence.
Oh shit. Yep. That guy
Yeah.
I ran over earlier, he died.
You killed that guy.
Well, shit. Prison.
Jail days.
Our stay here was for 10
Damn.
days. May not seem so bad, especially considering we murdered someone,
Yeah.
but 10 days in my summer car is 20 hours. Factoring
Holy
in sleep, our
shit.
stay here could be as low as 15-ish hours, real time, no abusing save states, just sitting here.
And let the
Damn.
gameplay. What the fuck?
Okay, time's up.
Let the game open.
In prison, I had hatched
Wait
a
for
devious
it.
plan. Robbery. Timo's.
Ooh.
A simple establishment. The grocery store on one end and the pub on the other. The pub has this inside. A slot machine. Timo lost the keys to it a while ago, so it's just been sitting there
The
collecting
physics
cash.
on
The
this
plan
game.
was simple. Drive the tractor into town, smash the window with the fork, attach the machine to the fork, and violently yank it out of the store.
Okay.
The plan sounded good enough, and so, the heist was on. I
Let's
loaded
go.
up the tractor and drove it into town in the dead of night. There, I found our victim, Timo's pub, and the slot machine inside. Unlucky for us, though, were these two guys outside. So, with some quick thinking, I used the tractor's fork loader and, moved them. I smashed open the window, attached the machine to the tractor, and yanked it out with ferocious
It's
anger.
worked.
I took
What
it to the
fuck?
sports field, laid it down on its front, pried off the back plate with a screwdriver, and began ransacking it for
Did it
everything
sound
it had.
time? Nice.
Everything it had turned out to be 7,000 marks. Not bad.
Good
A
enough, I
celebration
guess.
was in order. I popped over to Timo's and bought myself a pizza for 2,700 marks.
What the fuck?
Somehow he knew I had broken his window and had fined me for my trouble. Prison had made me a violent, angry man. And this sent me completely over the edge. I smelled back a healthy 10 beers and began pissing and shitting all over the place. These fucking bastards had locked me up for doing basically nothing, and now they were taking what was rightfully mine. I drank more. I pissed more. I punched this guy in the head. I took the slot machine to the highway and placed it in the way of oncoming cars. I was here to tear down society. Fuck it. The rally was on. They wanted to lock me up for running over one guy. Well, how about I run over all these fuckers? Well,
154
shit.
days. What the
153
fuck?
days in prison is a long time. About 230 hours of waiting
Bro.
that I definitely waited for. It gave me time to think, to consider.
Just to
to ponder.
restart.
Was I on the right path? Was a life of crime really for me? No. Once I got out of here, it was time to build the car and win that goddamn rally. And in no time at all, I was out. Our first task was getting the car inspected. I wouldn't even be allowed to participate if the car wasn't road legal, so I had to make it road legal. To do that, I needed more money. And no, I would not be partaking in any more crime to do this. I
Okay.
was a new man. So, my first money-making venture was illegally brewing sugar wine to
Let's
sell
go!
to the local alcoholic. You know, like a businessman. Firewood. First you chop it, then you deliver. 3,400 marks. Sewage.
Ooh.
My uncle lost his license traveling at 169 kilometers an hour on the M31, and he's given me the keys to his sewage truck. Suck out sewage, get paid. Sewage. More sewage. The sewage truck is very big. Make sure to drive it carefully and watch out for that pole. More sewage. The tank is full. Time to dump it in the waste treatment plant. Whoopsie, I accidentally dumped it all over the floor.
Bro.
We got cash. Upgrades. Rear wing. Very important. Gauge cluster. Bam. Tachometer. Bam. Drunk man is calling. Drive him home. Money. Green car driving. Fuck. Okay. Listen, mate.
Seems
I
a
just need you
bunch
to
of
fuck off
work. There is so,
right now.
there is still people
Grandma
to
wants
play this
groceries.
game.
I buy grandma a bunch of groceries. Drunk man, delivered home again. Sugar wine,
Seems
sold to
so
drunk
much
man.
work.
Sewage, so much sewage. Dead moose on the highway. Wait a minute. This isn't Finland. Timo wants me to advertise. Okay, Timo, I'll advertise for you, Timo. I have flipped the car. Picking strawberries. Man insults you while you make a terrible wage. Who are you looking at, you fucking dickhead? I forgot about Grandma's groceries. They've all gone off. Here you go, Grandma. 8 kilos of spoiled sausages and 20 liters of moldy milk. Yes, Grandma. That's awesome, Grandma. Can I have my money? Yes, Grandma. Really cool, Grandma. Okay, finally. 74 marks. More sugar wine deliveries. Hey, look, it's Penna. I'll just stop to let him cross the intersection.
Holy shit.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping. Is that a bee? And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Inspection. Will we pass? Will we fail? Who knows? Well, this guy does. How does he know? Just fucking banging on the
What
car
the
with a
hell?
screwdriver. Yep. And what do you know? We failed. You fucking dickhead. Do you know who I am? I need this car right now. You know what? I'll be right back.
What he has to do to pass the inspection?
I fixed up everything Mr. Inspection Dickhead wanted me to fix, got him to hit my car with his trusty screwdriver again, and what do you know? We passed. The repair
Nice.
shop owner Fleetari caught wind I had shat all over the inspection shop parking lot and rewarded me with a 50% discount and 10 bottles of the strongest booze in all of Finland. Thanks, mate. Gentlemen, the time was upon us. The car was working well.
Let's
it was
go.
registered and it
Finally,
had a few
to
upgrades.
the-
The day
to
was
the
Saturday.
race.
I could just tell big things were going to happen today. I drove up to the rally sign-up station and signed up. Well, I would have signed up if I hadn't forgotten my helmet. Shit. Satsuma was in fact drivable, but had been having a few issues with the suspension. Quite a few issues, in fact. Cornering was basically impossible, and when I hopped out of the car, it did this.
What the hell?
I found that if I took a wheel off and then just stuck it back on.
Ooh, bro.
So, rally o'clock.
This always
it was.
happens in this game.
I drove to the start, this guy counted me down, and off I went.
Nice. Finally racing.
The race did not last long. Oh no!
Ooh,
Oh no!
ooh,
Oh no!
ooh, it's
Oh,
gonna
no,
break.
Fuck! Shit! Attempt 2. This time was even worse. No!
And flip again.
Attempt 3. This time was even worse.
What? Ooh, he's dead.
Attempt 4.
Now
This
it's a
time I
good
took
one,
things
guys.
a little slower. Instead of barreling around the corners at over 100 kilometers an hour and flying off the track, I took them at 80 kilometers an hour, keeping all 4 wheels in contact with the ground and preventing any crashes. This strategy worked. I didn't even crash once throughout the entire track. Just, after I finished. Slow and steady does win the race, boys. Now let's see what we got.
Bro.
Dead last. Alright. Okay, I guess I'll, All hope wasn't lost. Stage 2 of the race was tomorrow, and it was the same
Has to
route
learn
as stage 1,
to
but in
drive
reverse.
fast and
Surely
not
tomorrow,
flip the car.
I would redeem myself. I took the car
If
back
there
to
is
the
a way
start
to
of
do
the rally
that
and
in
parked
this
there
game.
overnight as per the rules. Except I didn't read the rules closely enough, because I parked in the wrong spot. To get to the start of stage 2, I'd have to take the highway, which has a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour. I'd been completely ignoring the speed limit, which turned out to be quite a costly mistake.
Ooh, the cops again.
This little fucker got me going 115 kilometers an hour. Only 15% over. I'm sure the fine isn't that bad. Shit.
Ooh.
That is a lot of money. I didn't have the money to pay the fine, so I just gave him the finger and fucked off. Anyway, I had a job to do. get a good time on the
Another
second stage,
glitch.
and try my best to get out of last place. And before I knew it, the rally was on.
Let's see.
On the straights, I got up to 100 kilometers an hour, and in the turns, I could manage just a bit below that. Of course, going at this speed with my flimsy little car, mistakes were bound to happen. We spun, but we could keep
At
going.
least
Then we
he
flipped the
did
car,
not flip. Yeah, now he flipped.
but we could keep going. Then
Nice.
we launched it into a ditch.
Oh,
The door was hanging off, but we could keep
but
going.
still working.
And then we hit a rock.
Oh, and
We could not keep going.
it's over.
I was extremely close to the end, so I jumped out of the car and legged it all the way to the finish line. I still had a bit of hope, despite all the tumbling around of the car. We had driven fairly well, and so I checked our time. It, wasn't good.
Junior class.
My time was so bad, it didn't even show up on the leaderboard. A time so terrible that it sent me spiraling into a deep depression. I drank a case of beer, drove to Fleetari's, found the 10 bottles of booze, and drank until I blacked out. And blacked out again. And blacked out again.
Oh shit.
And again. And
Do
again.
they Sharak
again.
gonna die? Maybe.
And then it was next week. During my bout of violent alcoholism,
Dirtiness in the maximum.
I found 9,000 marks of unpaid fines on the kitchen counter.
Ooh.
Fucking 9,000 marks and unpaid fines. So, I was in a lot of debt. The police would probably be at my door to throw me back in jail soon, and I still had a rally to win. Things were not looking good in the Mart household. I needed money, and fast. So when Mr. Drunkman called at 2 AM asking for a ride home, I obliged. I picked him up, and he began his usual drunken hour. But this time, he let me in on a little secret. His wife had bought a winning lottery ticket, and he had stolen it and the money without her realizing. He said he kept the money hidden away in a suitcase. How much money? 5 million marks.
Holy shit.
If I could find that suitcase, that would be enough money to pay off my debts and build the rally car up.
If he's telling the truth, because the drunky motherfucker could always be lying.
My dreams. Did I really want to steal from this man? I had sworn off a life of crime. Yet here I was considering stealing millions from this guy who thinks he's my friend. Approximately 3 seconds of pondering later, I concluded, money. To find the briefcase, I would have to scour the entire map. Every little nook, every cranny. Oh, look, there it is. Oh. I threw it in the back of my car and drove home, having a minor accident on the way. Shit. Oh. I opened the briefcase, and oh my, that is a lot of money. Literally 15,000 presses of E
Holy
later,
shit.
I was left with 1.5 million marks. Much less than the advertised 5 million, but hey,
But it's still a
you probably
bunch.
spent it on sugar wine or something.
Well.
It was time for some upgrades. I bought the entire catalog. The best suspension, the best carburetor, nitrous, a new steering
Well,
wheel,
maybe
all the cool body
it's gonna
packs,
get
the best
easier to
radiator,
complete the
high-level
race.
dynamometer to measure our immense power. And most importantly, a cool paint job. Gentlemen, the car was ready for round 2. I gave it a good test on the highway, and of course I got pulled over and fined 30,000
Again.
marks on the spot. Fucking dickhead. The car was ready, but I needed some practice. So I took it to the dirt track and drove the route over and over. Every corner, every gear shift, each slight bump and bend.
Ooh.
I even got rid of the stick shift and switched to paddles for speedier shifting. And a couple of
Nice.
hours of practice later, we were finally ready for competition.
Let's see.
Saturday, the start
How
of
it's
the rally.
gonna do?
Big things were about to happen. This dude counted me down, and off we went. The car was very fast.
Ooh.
All the upgrades had turned it into an absolute weapon on the track. I shot past
Nice.
the repair shop, around the sharp bends, went a bit wide on this turn and hit a tree, but let's ignore that. Past the turn off to my house, past Grandma's house, over the train tracks, and across the line. The pace felt very
Let's see.
good, and checking the standings confirmed my suspicions.
Ooh,
Oh yes,
first place,
That's right, fellas.
nice.
first place. I was officially in the
Finally.
running to actually win the rally. All I had to do was have a similarly good performance on stage 2. I took the car back to the parking area and parked in the right spot and went back home. Tomorrow, I was gonna win. Back
Let's
home,
see what's gonna happen.
sleep.
Some shit gonna happen.
this sleep was a bit different. I was not woken by the pleasant sounds of the Finnish countryside or even the phone ringing, but by a belligerent drunk man in my room with an axe.
Bro. Ooh.
Turns out
Nice.
he didn't appreciate me taking his money. Fair enough. Well, with him subdued, I went to finish the rally.
Yeah.
Stage 2.
Not
This time I parked
yours.
in the correct spot and wouldn't be incurring a time penalty. I took the car to the start of the next stage, where I signed up, and before I knew it, the rally was on.
Let's go. Ooh, nice.
All that practice had paid off. I knew the corners. I knew the bumps. We flew over the train tracks, past Grandma's house, past the turn up to my house, into the sharp left turn, past the drunk man's house, past the repair shop and the mansion with wasps in it, through the farmland, and before I knew it, the race was done.
Maybe first again. But
There
in
it
the
was.
second stage. Ooh.
Oh yes.
Nice.
We had driven pretty damn good, and we're 30 seconds ahead of
Patrocínio,
second place.
Civica Staja. Perrica. I concede.
I knew just how to celebrate. The fireworks back home. On the way
Oh
back,
yeah,
I
there
crossed
was
the bridge.
fireworks on this game.
I'd crossed the bridge many times at this point, but this time, it felt different.
No way. What the fuck? I did not expect this end. In games like that, that there is a
Thank you
bunch of
once again to War
glitches,
Thunder for sponsoring this video. You can download them from the link in the
that
description.
has a bunch of glitches and
Or you can go hunt warts or something. I don't know.
it seems things were not supposed to work right. You don't expect the world to react to you in the way that this one reacted. Okay, that was it. A very crazy ending, I guess. At least he could do the rally, and he got first place. Okay, if you liked it, please give a like, comment something, and subscribe. No, I'm gonna end it.